We did this with a group of about 50 kids. We had 10 teams of 5, all playing the data race. Who's going to win the data race? All right, now we're going to add the switch element to it. So when I say switch, all 4 of them have to go to a new place. Doesn't matter where, but they've got to go somewhere new. All ready? Switch! Go somewhere else. Good. Now they're all interacting. We got footwork. Switch! Go somewhere. Come on, keep it going. Who's is it? Switch! Save it. All right, I got it. You're good. That's a while. Switch! Save it. Who is it? Come on. Come on, somebody get it. Switch! 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 Come on, move. Switch! You can also play this right for every single hit, and you know they got to move. Again, there's a progression. It's pretty clear. You can make stuff up off of it. Switch! I just do it up and move. Makes them talk a little bit. You can learn a little bit of doubles. All right. All right. Mark and Dad, let's slide to that side. You two are a team right here. All right, just ruin and do grills with egg. Got them all over my hands. Probably these are going to stay in our room for the next 5 days. Probably better than what it is right now. With the water balloons, don't buy water balloons. Buy ones for like a party. They don't break. If you buy true water balloons, they will break any drops, so be careful with that. As far as eggs, you decide what kind of damage you want to do to your courts. We don't do those on our courts. I put tarps down before just for that area. All right, they're going to play volleyball. Generally, a pro, depending on the level of pro, will feed it. I'll feed it in. That ball. All they have to do now is they have to pass the ball at least once. So, Mark, if I hit to you, you have to pass it to Dad at least one time. Dad, you can hit it open. All right, you can pass as many times as you want, but it has to be at least one for a minimum. All right, Mark, you ready? Yep. Play a little mini tennis 4 square. So, Mark, you got to pass this to your partner. Oh, that's a good pass, Mark.
Please coach it.
Have you ever won the driveway championship, Mark?
I've won some matches.
Yeah. I don't think he's won, has he? No. You see now they got to control it. He's got to pass it. It can bounce. We try to encourage no bounces, but if it does, we don't end the point. All right, he's got to pass it. Now you see a lot of footwork going on. Nice. Good. Oh, you better save that, Rob. If you look at the types of shots that they're hitting, pretty creative. They're making stuff up and learning how to handle their rackets and get it to the right places at the right time. They got it. Oh, sorry, man. That's why we use foam balls. So I can hit you in the head. You can do things here where you can set up minimums. You can tell them they have to pass it 17 times, whatever you want to do to control it. All right, now they're going to keep score. They're going to be competitive. The only rule is you have to hit up. That's sort of the theme with this. They're not allowed. Rob can't set Jen up and she gets the smack one. Not yet. So even if I've got a ball right here and I want to hit it over, I've got to figure out a way to go up with it. So we're going to play out the point. You got to hit it at least once. Gentlemen, go for it. So now they're going to add a little bit of strategy. Oh yeah. No, it'll be 1-0.
You have to pass it?
You have to pass one. Anybody got a ball? Are you going to beat one? So I got a lot of them. So they're going to work together and try to set each other up. Bad pass. Kind of like it goes football. The other thing you can do is you can add, will they be on your team? Okay, so we're going to do 3 versus 2. All 3 players. However many you add, that's how many each person has to hit the ball at least once. You want to hit one? All right, so all 3 of us have to hit it. So Rob's got to pass it to somebody. She's got to go to me. Now I can go back to Rob. She can put it over. And they're just playing the 2. There's 1, 2. Got it. With the foam balls, you can put several people out here. Does that mean? I hit down, didn't I? All right. Again, take whatever you want out of this and change it, make variations. I change them almost every day I'm on the court. I see something we can add. Also, different tennis balls. We're using foams now in case somebody doesn't get smacked, but we generally will progress through greens, red, oranges, whatever we've got, based on the level of the kids and safety. We probably have kids who don't control it very well. I don't want them to have real tennis balls out there. All right, can I slide these two down? No, I'm good. So hopefully after a short series like that, service line, we challenge them to do it for real. I like having beer in my teaching card. Something you should all add to your club. That's your lesson for the day right there. Keep one section full of cold beer. You'll get lesson after lesson. All right, all four spread out across the line. So we do a little bit of activity, and we always add in between some of those some other things to keep you sweating and running around. But now their challenge is, as students, take what they just learned, do it with a 3-dot ball or whatever you're using. So now they're going through the USPTA test. If it's the same, it was 3 bounces before it leaves the service line. I think it's still somewhere near that. So watch Rob. Rob recently took his test in November. First time at the convention, so we're going to see how you did in your test. All right, so I'm going to challenge Rob to drop shot. I think Rob is a proud member of the USPTA right there. All right, so if you watch this racket, just looked identical to what he did when we had those foam balls. Stay here, call his dad. Can you be a member of the USPTA? Sure. No, you can't. You're out. Pretty good. All right, Jen, I believe you're taking your test tomorrow, aren't you? Oh, we better hit another one to Jen. Come on, Jen. Jen is testing this weekend. That's gonna get you in the club right there, Jen. So we go back to this. I'm going a little bit slower. You also, I think you need to encourage your kids to really watch that ball bounce. I've got a lot of good ball, and they sort of look around. And they don't really realize what kind of spin it has. So we tell them, you stare at that ball until it gets past that service line. So if Jen hits, she needs to watch it. She needs to see. She did a good job. You can see it spinning. Mark, Dad, Rob. Dad, you're not going to make it. You're not going to do it. My dad is not testing this weekend. So if you're one of the testers, you don't have to deal with that. All right, then we add, again, we slowly progress and we add a little bit of movement. We're going to slide everybody behind Rob. Rob, you're the leader. Now we're going to do one right to him. The second one is going to be a short one. He's going to hit this. Now he's got to move. He's got to hit a drop shot. I go to Dad. Now he's got to move. And depending on how fast you all want to feed. Nice, Jim. Jen, I think you're set. Maybe you'll get credit for this on your test tomorrow. There's a tester in here. Go for it. That's a very quick thing. We do, a lot of these two will drop feed so we can stay on their side and watch the rackets a little bit. And we put several people on that side. I could have way more than 4. If we do that, we put another pro down there. They can pull people out, grab the rackets, show them the grips. I have not mentioned continental grip. We don't really teach this to the kids unless they have it either. So it's not something I have to stop and walk over and then teach that. We make sure they have it first. All right, back to the baseline. Right, you want to hit it? All right, Rob, you move first. Now we're going to do the same drill. He's going to start with a drop shot from there. And now he's coming in. You know that, Rob? All right, Dad, you ready? Drop it. Now he's got to do it on the run. Sorry, guys. My ears fall off. There, take that. All right, now she's moving in. And again, depending on the level you have and what you think they can handle, you can go shorter. Again, Rob, you got to pick it up. And everything is up. Nice. You can make speed, Dad. Again, we stress a lot, I always do, drop shots are not hitting down with the ball. Guys come in and they'll look at that and hit a drop shot. All right? It's not the case. Rackets up. We want net height. I believe, and one reason I teach this, it's probably the only shot I'm still good at as I get older. Height. You can beat people, hit the ball 10 feet over the net to get the right location. And I tell them, do not miss a drop shot in the net. Put it up there. At least make them chase it. One of the toughest things we have at our club is running fast and swinging slow. And that's a really difficult thing for a lot of our kids to grasp. Can we go 2 lines? What are you guys doing? We call these chasers. You ready, Jen? You ready to run? Go. There's your ball. Not bad. Is that a drop shot? So now we're going to challenge them to run real fast and control the rackets and swing real slow. Again, we usually drop feet this one. You ready? Go. Ready, Dad? Go. Ready? Go. Oh, is that 2 bounces? Oh, go. Ready? Go. Now we're teaching a little balance. I'll give you a break, Dad. Go. Go. Oh. Nice teamwork right there. Go. Dad, you ready? Go. Mark. Go. Rob, you can't handle that one. That's too good. My point, you hit the net. Also, if you watch, this is a killer drill. You don't have to do very much of it, and they won't like you after a little bit. Just full sprints to chase 1 ball. Kids and adults, they would hit a bunch of balls. They'd probably rather hit, if they're going to run that far, they'd rather hit several. I'm not going to let them in. So next one you go cross court. Jim, this one's yours. Ready? Go. Dad, this one's yours. Mark? Rob? Oh, not too good. All right, Jen, you ready? Go. Perfect. All right, so don't worry about it. I'll give you a break. So there's a lot of variations on these things you can do. Last one we're going to do is the transition from power to slow. So now I'm going to let these guys get the snot out of the ball. Okay? I'm going to float them a forehand that they like. You know your kids, you know your place. Give them one that you know they want to crush that one. So I'm going to let them hit one. As soon as they smack it, I'm going to drop them the ball right here. That they've got to go a drop shot from the second ball. So now we're transitioning from that full energy, full aggression to a little bit more peaceful. I'm going to go with Rob here. Rob's still playing college tennis. He's probably got some firepower, right? All right, don't hit me or you're fired. You ready? Go, let it rip. But he's going to go from crushing to slow. Good. Mark, you want to smack one?
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry, I was aiming at the line.
Yeah, I know. He's not joking either. I've seen him play. You ready? Dad, smack one. Now he's got to go slow. That is a drop shot. Jen, hit it hard. Now she's got to go slow. And anything, again, you can make up to force them to have that transition from fast to slow. Most of mine run right through that drop shot. They don't slow down very well. These are things that are active